What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about how to add Apple CarPlay to any Mercedes Benz that does not already have Apple CarPlay equipped. We're talking about A classes, B classes, C classes, X classes, S classes. Any Benz that does not have Apple CarPlay, you can add Apple CarPlay to, and we're going to talk about how to do that. Today's example is a 2012 C class. This has the little screen sort of integrated into the dash. The earlier C classes have the little screen that pops up out of the dash. We'll insert a photo of that at the top there for you. But all you really need to know, doesn't matter what class the car is, if it's got a factory screen, you just need to know the NTG version. That is it. And then once you've got that information, you go ahead and grab a fitting bay integration module or whatever integration module you want to get, and you're going to go ahead and install it. Very, very easy. We'll go through the installation on this car today. It's plug and play. It's not hard at all to do. And that's how you're going to add Apple CarPlay to your factory screen. Now, coming back to that NTG version, there's a few different versions that Mercedes used over the years. So the early years, 2009, you're going to have NTG 4. Then they moved on to NTG 4.5 and 4.7, and then NTG 5, 5.5. So those NTG versions are going to span across the year ranges of 2009 up to 2018. And any Merc in those years with one of those operating systems or NTG versions, you can add CarPlay to. It's that simple. So this is the NTG 4.5. We'll link the 4.5 module below, but pretty much on that link, you can just go ahead and click NTG, whatever version you have, buy the kit. Doesn't matter if it's for a C class or an X class or A class, as long as it's the correct NTG version, the kit will work. That simple. So without further ado, let's jump right into the install. Okay, so as I said before, this is a very easy installation to do. Now, we here in Melbourne are known for very clean installations and taping everything up, and they take us a little bit longer. But what we're going to do is show you, while doing it clean, I'm still going to show you how quickly you could DIY this job. So if you were just going to do it at home and not tape up your cables and whatever, you can do that, and you'll see how fast it is. We're still going to tape them up, but I'll just give you an idea of how quick this can be done. First thing we want to do is remove this panel right here. There's two little tabs on the inside of the vents. Okay, so you will need basic tools. So this is like a little flathead, and you're going to pop the little vent out, the little clip, and that will allow you to release this panel. Okay, so I'll get that done now. Once you got that vent out, we've got two Torx bits right at the top here. Now I think they're T20s. Yep. So you're just going to undo those. Not all the way, okay? Just get them undone a fair bit. Should be able to pop the radio right out just like that. Okay, if you can see it's going to hit here, you're definitely going to have to move that out of the way. And that's pretty much it. Now we're ready to start doing the plug and play section. I'm also going to remove the glove box, and I recommend you do that as well. There's 3 Torx 20s up the top, a couple at the bottom, and 1 or 2 on the side, and the whole thing will come out. Okay, next up is the plug and play portion. So all you need to do is take out the fiber optic if it's there. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. Pop it into the same part of your new harness. Boom, in already. Grab this section, line it up, plug it in. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, we'll put some tape on that. And then these 2 plugs, you're going to plug into the harnesses provided. Boom, 2, boom. Okay, I'm going to tape them up nicely. This is what I was saying before. If you're just DIYing this, you don't have tape, or you don't care, you don't have to tape it up. It's going to save you some time. Okay, and then from there, they're going to run where you want to mount the module, which is going to be in this area here. So we're going to go behind the radio, feed the cables through. Just like that. Alright, next up, this little grey connector right here is going to have a female body that comes in your kit. If you get our kit anyway, it will. We're going to go boom into there, tape it up of course, and we're going to run that to the module. And then there's another one here that you're going to pop in its place, and I'll explain where these go in a moment. Okay, just like that. And I'll put some tape on it as well, as you can see. Okay, so that's pretty much that section done. Where we are right now, early stages, we could put the radio back in, power it on, and get CarPlay on the screen. So there's a couple more things we need to do, which we won't film because you can do whatever you want with this. It's a microphone, So you can put it on the dash, A-pillar, in the roof lining, whatever you want, and then run that to this area because it's going to plug into the module as well. So microphone, totally up to you. We're going to do what we want to do with that. And lastly, the USB. So this is for your wired CarPlay. We've seen here before, sort of double-sided there, have it sitting down. Some people like that. Some people prefer in the center console, so you get it in there. That's probably what we're going to do. But again, that is totally up to you. So once you've got that done, mount it, take it over to the module, and then you're up to the next part. Okay, so these things are totally optional, so we'll get them done, and then we'll look at what we need to do next with the module. Okay, so once you've run your USB and microphone, you can go ahead and grab the module, and you're going to plug in the pink cable to LCD in. And so just to imagine how that's going to work, it's going out of the original radio into the module, and then out of the module into the original screen, which is that grey connector. Microphone obviously plugs into there, power plugs into there. There's an AUX port here, and as you would see earlier, we ran two cables from the very beginning from here. One of them was a 3.5 AUX, and needs to plug into this and then tape it up. That's the USB port there, and the Wi-Fi antenna. That's pretty much it. So from here, you can secure the module there or underneath here. There's plenty of room, so you can decide where you want to do it. Put the radio in, test it, which is what we'll do now, and then we can do reassembly. Okay, we just put the factory radio back in. Now this might be one of the things that takes you a little bit longer because we had to go in and out maybe 5 or 6 times before we could get it to sit nicely because of the new quad lock connector. So it's a bit tight for space. You can get it in there, just take your time with it. Now it's in, so we're going to press and hold this little back button right here. And there you go. We're into Apple CarPlay, and it does Android Auto as well. We're just using a wired connection right now. You can go ahead and use wireless if you want, and that is pretty much okay. So we've got sound working, everything all works, that's perfect. So like I said before, there's plenty of space here to mount the module. So what we'll do is we'll get the car reassembled and we'll have a look at what it looks like then. And there it is, guys. That is the job completed. We just reassembled the whole car. Glove box is back in, air vents are back in, they just clip in. Don't forget the 5 screws that you have in this glove box, and that is pretty much the job done. That is how easily you can add CarPlay to any Mercedes. If you're not sure what NTG version you have, you can email us or drop a comment below, we'll be able to help you out. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. As you can see here, it's all working with the original NTG controller, and it really helps bring a car like this right up to date now because you've got Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze Maps, Spotify, all that good stuff, all working on the factory display. So that is pretty much it. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.